jam-packed into Atlantic Avenue. Once you're in Queens, you also have a one-car spin-out now, and this is on the northbound side of the Cross Island Parkway at Northern Boulevard. Here's what we see on Long Island's Big Three. East and Southern State Parkway looks like this crash is cleared by Deer Park Avenue. No delays on the Northern or the LIE. In Westchester, though, watch out for another accident on the Springbrook, southbound by Tuckahoe Road. And then there's repair work going on the westbound side of 287 at the Hutch. In New Jersey, an accident on the Garden State Parkway southbound, right around exit 142. Street cleaning rules suspended. I'm Sue Eller. Our next report at 9:01 on 1010 Wins.
And now the AccuWeather 4-day forecast, a live update with meteorologist Matt Benz.
Yeah, a lot of sunshine out there for this morning, Brian, but it is blustery out there, and continue to watch out for icy spots here for the rest of today. Not only those roads, but also the sidewalks. Part of the reason it just doesn't warm up much for today. We're heading up to 28 for this afternoon. Factor in the wind, real feels this afternoon only in the teens. Tonight, clear skies, lighter winds, but it turns cold, low of 17 here in the city. Single digits, though, in some of the suburbs. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. Still chilly with regards to those temperatures, but not nearly as harsh with regards to those winds. High at 31 degrees. Clouds thicken up on Monday, a bit milder, high at 41. Can't rule out a rain or snow shower late in the day, Monday into Monday night, especially out across Long Island. Tuesday, clouds will break for some sunshine with a high of 42. Currently, it's 22 degrees in Central Park. Factor in that wind, it feels more like 6 degrees out there. Repeating, the current temperature is 22, heading up to 28 this afternoon in Midtown. Meteorologist Matt Benz on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds.
Thank you, Matt. 21 in Newark, 19 in Brewster, 22 in Baldwin. Winds news time 8:54. 1010 Winds celebrates Black History Month. The descendants of an enslaved African learned that their ancestor is among hundreds buried beneath a parking lot on Staten Island.
His name is Benjamin Perrine, and he was the last freed slave on Staten Island.
He had so much dignity. If you look at that picture, and he's sitting there, that's what made me proud.
That's his great-great-great-great-granddaughter, Ruth Ann Hills of Staten Island. And get this, she never knew him. Found out about him after a filmmaker contacted her and her brother.
This is a real big eye-opener.
See, Perrine, and who knows how many other African-American slaves are buried underneath a strip shopping center at Forest and Livermore. Heather Quinlan, the filmmaker, found the gravesite and Perrine during research for a documentary.
He was owned by a minister in the Dutch Reformed Church, Reverend Peter Van Pelt.
Well, guess which street Ruth Ann and her brother David Thomas live on? Van Pelt, named after the family of the man who owned Benjamin's mother.
And I thought of, how he fought during the revolution, and he protected that family that owns him.
Now, the descendants and the filmmaker want the community to fight to designate this property as an historic site. For Black History Month, Larry Mullen, 1010 Winds News.
Black History Month on 1010 Winds, proudly sponsored by your local Toyota dealers. Let's go places. And for much more on our Black History celebration, visit 1010winds.com/Black History.
The best way to avoid serious illness with COVID-19 is for you, your kids, and older family members to get vaccinated and boosted, and to wear high-quality masks. Stay protected, New York. To learn more, visit nyc.gov/vaccine finder or call 877-VAX4NYC.
Do you own an existing life insurance policy worth $100,000 or more and are at least 75 years old? If so, you need to listen carefully as you may qualify for a Cash Now benefit. Just dial 844-WE-BUY-75 to learn more about this Cash Now benefit. If you have an existing life insurance policy worth $100,000 or more, are at least 75 years old, or have a serious health condition, call us today to see if you qualify. Call 844-WE-BUY-75. That's 844-932-8975.
Winds news time, 8:56 now, Bloomberg Money Watch.
Companies are making another attempt to reopen their offices, but workers are not on board.
Our data shows a fairly steady downtick in comfort levels since Omicron started dominating the headlines.
Joanna Piacenza is the head of industry intelligence at Morning Consult. She says companies have to tread lightly.
One number that should really catch the eye of employers, 54% of remote workers would consider quitting if their employers forced them to come back before they felt it was safe.
And many people say they're more productive when they're home, so companies benefit.
Employees are making the rules here, and if they're seeing that they're more productive working remotely, employers need to listen.
And they need to figure out ways to make workers want to return.
I really don't envy businesses. They have a Herculean challenge of trying to generate excitement for in-person work amid a new variant just right around the corner.
Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Jeff Bellinger for 1010 Wins.
When others treat your fries as an afterthought, all you're left with are cold, soggy fries. That's why Wendy's new fries are ones you won't forget. Guaranteed to be hot and crispy, or we'll replace them. We're talking natural cut, skin-on fries, perfectly seasoned with a hint of sea salt. In fact, they're even preferred almost 2-to-1 over McDonald's. These are fries so hot and crispy, they beg a new question.
What would you like with your fries?
Try them today, only at Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's, taste preference based on a national taste test by an independent research company.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep the facility running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccups. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, and Maria in Miami, Jules in Minneapolis, and Stan in Central Indiana. Taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with experienced branch staff at over 250 locations so you get the product you're looking for. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Here's some big news just in time for the Super Bowl. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 56, is officially live right here in New York State with mobile sports betting. It's an exciting time to be a sports fan, and DraftKings is making it even more exciting with this special offer. Not a new customer? You can experience Super Bowl 56 with same-game parlays. Combine multiple bets from the same game for a bigger payout. The more legs you add, the more money you can win. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Sign up using code NEWSNewYork. That's just $5 and win $280 in free bets if your team wins. That's 56-to-1 odds using code NEWSNewYork. This week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 56. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for full details. Must be 21 and over and physically present in New York. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
WINS, WINS-HD, WNEW-HD3 New York.
An Odyssey station.
Winds news time, 8:59. 1010 Winds. AccuWeather. Sunny, cold, high 28. Real feels in the teens this afternoon. Clear and cold tonight, too. Low 17 in the city, single digits in the burbs. Tomorrow, Sunday, it'll be sunny. It's going to look gorgeous. Not as harsh as today either. High 31. Right now 22, going up to 28. More people get their news from 1010 Winds than from any other radio station in the nation. John Davis, our service aide, Carol Noonan, our writer. Eileen LaPalmer at the editor's desk. And I'm Brian Britton.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Winds, New York.
Good morning. 22 degrees at 9 o'clock on this Saturday, February 5th. I'm Kathleen Marple-Kalb, and here's what's happening. Another open door. 9 people hurt in a fire in the Bronx, and authorities say an open door made the problem worse. 1010 Winds' Carol D'Oria is live at the scene. Not over yet. AccuWeather warns of black ice this morning. Traffic in seconds. Live update on the way. Well, no. Bloomberg accidentally reports that Russia invaded Ukraine. They didn't, and the scorching reaction ensues. Get your kids vaxxed, and they may not need masks. That message from Governor Hochul with the school mandate set to expire this month. A long overdue honor. Legendary NYPD detective gets his Medal of Honor 50 years later. 1010 Winds' Juliet Papa talked to Frank Serpico. Nets lose their 7th in a row. 1010 Winds AccuWeather. Some sun, blustery, cold, high 28. The real feel in the teens. Winds east on 901. Traffic and transit now with Sue Aller.
Very slow out there because of the icy road conditions. Need to be very careful. Northbound FDR Drive, you got to slow down by 34th Street, then just past the 145th Street Bridge on the northbound side of the Harlem River Drive. There's an accident. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. No problems at the inbound George Washington Bridge. As you exit for the Harlem River Drive, there is another collision. And on the outbound upper level, you have some right lane congestion. New Jerseytown out of Wisconsin, watch out for a stall. In distance, history really heavy as you approach the Brooklyn Bridge. Then more delays with a wreck right at the Broadway exit in Queens. And on the westbound side of the BQE, you're just jammed into Atlantic Avenue. Now, in Queens, you got a one-car spin-out on the northbound side of the Cross Island Parkway at Northern Boulevard. And here's what we see on Long Island's Big 3. Looks like that crash has been cleared on the Southern State Parkway, eastbound at Deer Park Avenue. No delays on the Northern State, also looking good on the LIE. Not too good in Westchester, got a couple of accidents. There's a crash on the Sprainbrook. It's on the southbound side just north of Tuckahoe Road, and then there's road work and a wreck. That's slowing you down on the westbound side of 287 right by the Hutch. In New Jersey, another accident on the Garden State Parkway at exit 142. Street cleaning rules suspended. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes on the ones and breaking traffic alerts whenever they happen. I'm Sue Aller on 1010 Wins.
A bad fire in the Bronx this morning and a disturbingly familiar issue made it worse. 1010 Wins' Carol Dioria has the story in this live report from the scene in University Heights.
And you have that right, Kathleen. A very scary fire on a very frigid morning. So cold that when the fire department arrived on Grand Avenue, one of the fire hydrants was completely frozen. But that wasn't the worst part. The people who were in the third-floor apartment where the blaze began, they left the apartment door open. Such a common problem. And so that caused the fire to spread very quickly to the 4th and 5th floors. There were 9 civilian injuries and 1 firefighter injured. Now, among the civilians was a pregnant woman who had to be rushed to a local hospital. We don't know her condition. She was being treated. The cause of this fire, unknown. Residents who fled the building, though, were covered in black soot from the smoke. Fortunately, despite all of that, there were no fatalities. Carol Dioria, 1010 Wins live in the University Heights section of the Bronx.
Winds east at 9:03. The storm is gone, but the black ice lingers. Let's get the latest live with AccuWeather meteorologist Matt Benz.
Yeah, and that ice may not go anywhere here for today because temperatures stay below freezing, so those icy spots we see on those roads and sidewalks, they're going to linger here for the rest of today, so please take care if you are traveling out and about. And again, looking pretty blustery out there as well. Rio feels this morning stuck in the single digits. We're heading up to 28 for a high this afternoon. Rio feels only climbed into the teens. The good news, we're dry here this weekend, and I think all of us are thankful for that. Kathleen?
And speaking of lingering, we do still have some power outages. Con Ed says 500 in Brooklyn, about 200 in Queens. The rest of the city had single digits or none at all. PSEG Long Island reports about 100 in Suffolk, 30 in Nassau. PSEG New Jersey says there are fewer than 5 in Essex. JCP&L still has a fairly significant number, almost 900 in Monmouth County, 200 Union County. Ocean County is only a few dozen. In other parts of the region, it's still a real mess.
Roads in Boston and throughout the region became icy with sub-freezing temperatures taking hold.
A lot of spin-outs today. You know, I mean, it's just such a hard thing for the crews to keep up with.
New York's governor urged people to avoid going outside.
The storm is throwing everything at us. We have snow, we have freezing rain, we have sleet, we have icy roads.
Thousands were left without power after an ice storm pounded Memphis. Streets all around the area displayed the storm's might, and those hoping to visit Elvis Presley's home have to wait at least another day after Graceland canceled tours Friday because of the weather.
That's correspondent Laura Podesta. At least 7 people have died nationwide. Winds east at 9:05. Well, that was a big oops. Bloomberg News accidentally posted this headline: Russia invades Ukraine yesterday afternoon. It was up for about a half hour. Russia did not invade Ukraine yesterday. The service says that they prepare headlines for many scenarios, and one of them was inadvertently published. They say it was removed, and they regret the error. A Russian spokesman says the headline is a demonstration of how messages can lead to irreparable harm. This, as diplomatic efforts to stop the conflict continue, and the French president and German chancellor plan visits to Moscow and Kyiv in coming days. And American paratroopers from the 82nd Airborne have already arrived in Poland near the Ukrainian border. AccuWeather is calling for a blustery and chilly day in the conditions of sunshine. 22 degrees right now, partly cloudy. We are going up to 28 today in Newtown. Coming up, some new insight on the mask mandate in New York City area schools. Winds new time 9:06.
Cancer research, clinical trials.
At Valley Health System in northern New Jersey, our breast cancer care treats the body
and heals the soul.
Together with the Mount Sinai Health System, we offer the advances you need, like targeted therapy and genetic counseling, a team of female breast surgeons, and reconstructive techniques for the best cosmetic results.
And a few things that might surprise you: a nutrition and wellness coach, yoga and Tai Chi Chuk classes, therapeutic massage.
As a nationally accredited breast center, we do everything possible to assure both body and spirit get the attention they deserve.
With unmatched compassion and encouragement, the kindest touch, and a personal navigator to guide you every step of the way.
Valley Mount Sinai Comprehensive Cancer Care. Everything medicine can do.
A few things medicine can.
Better breast cancer care is just the beginning. Start at valleyhealth.com/breast cancer.
Wednesday time 9:07. So you want your kids to stop wearing masks in school? Get them vaccinated. That is what Governor Hochul is saying, with the school mask mandate set to expire on February 21st. She says she hasn't yet decided whether to extend it, adding that she will look at data, including vaccination rates.
That's a message to all parents and school leaders and teachers and influencers that the more children we have vaccinated, the safer they'll be when they go to school at the time we get to, and they won't need a mask anymore, which we're striving for, but we're just not there yet.
Nearly 70% of New York school kids aged 12 to 17 are vaxxed, but only 29% of kids aged 5 to 11. It is an almost unimaginable toll. The U.S. has now reported 900,000 COVID deaths, but as the Omicron wave recedes, there is some hope.
New COVID cases are now falling in 47 states. Hospitalizations down 33% in the last 2 weeks. Governors weighing when to roll back restrictions, pressing the White House for a clear roadmap.
What does the road from pandemic to endemic look like, and how do we keep score?
That is Governor Phil Murphy there, and correspondent Whit Johnson. President Biden issued a statement on the latest tragic milestone, saying each soul is irreplaceable. An apology from Mayor Adams for using an anti-white slur in reference to some of his fellow NYPD officers. He made the comment at a Harlem event in 2019, and he said,
"Inappropriate comments should not have been used. Someone asked me a question using that comment and playing on that word. I responded in that comment. But clearly, it's a comment that should not be used, and I apologize."
The head of the PBA says a few seconds of video will not define their relationship with the mayor. Traffic is next on 1010 Wins.
3 million Americans have skin cancers annually. Many skin